Elvis Presley, did he really die? I'm going to go ahead and say no, he did not really die. He's probably a high-ranking Freemason, and he died so that he could become legendary, or he was getting so fat that he just wanted to retire and get out of the spotlight. This is a video, got 850,000 views, talking about the FBI DNA test, some homeless man. Well, the problem is this website, Top Rated Viral, it no longer exists, but it's been proven, or allegedly proven, to be fake news. Now, why I don't believe the story is because if Elvis Presley faked his own death, he would not ever have become a homeless man. He would have been living in luxury somewhere out there with other famous people that have faked their death, like that Marilyn Monroe. There's another theory that Elvis Presley is actually the groundskeeper at Graceland. And there's a possibility that could actually be true. You know, just having right out in the open, no one would even be suspicious. Now this is an interesting theory. This is something that the power elite would actually do. They would actually do this as an inside joke. They would put Elvis Presley as an extra in some famous movie or popular movie, like literally put him out in the open as an inside joke among all the Freemason brothers, even though it has been proven to be debunked. Now here's another interesting Elvis sighting or theory, is Elvis with Muhammad Ali. Now he was a big Muhammad Ali fan, so this was supposedly 1984, and this is supposedly Elvis. But I believe this is most likely fake. That's not really Elvis. It's just one of those perfect angles where someone's face kind of resembles someone else. So let's look at the real hints and clues that Elvis Presley never died. Who in their right mind would deliberately misspell their dead relative and put it right on their grave? I mean, really. Now, what do all these pictures right here have in common? They most likely all faked their own deaths. Maybe so they could become legendary, you know, a timeless icon. You know, who knows? Maybe it's an Illuminati or occultic ritual to fake your own death. Black helicopter. Mysterious choppers seen hovering over Graceland hours before discovering Elvis's body. Interesting. People believe they were dropping off a fake body or a cloned body. Other conspiracy theories are that Elvis was part of the DEA and there was mobsters wanting to kill him. Now this I find very interesting. John Burroughs, a man goes into the airport by the name of John Burroughs. It looks like Elvis. The same day of Elvis's death, gets a plane ticket, a one-way ticket to Argentina. What investigators found out was John Burroughs was a frequently used alias of Elvis Presley. Now that I find very interesting. Here's another hint. Funeral and burial. Elvis's funeral was hastily arranged 2 days after his death. I mean, come on. The arrangements seemed like they had been, you know, pre-planned in advance because it was all planned out. Pictures snuck out of the open casket. A young man basically snuck in, took pictures, and it resembled a handsome hunk, a young, skinny Elvis from like 1957, rather than a bloated bloke from 1977. And this word bloke means a gentleman or a man. A bloated gentleman. Yeah, that's pretty suspicious. Some claim it's proof of a wax dummy. Conspiracy theorists believe that Elvis and his family refused to put his actual name on the grave site or gravestone. That's why they deliberately misspelled his name, because that's not him, 6 feet under. Elvis's father ordered his autopsy report to be sealed for 50 years. That way no one could really know the truth until after Elvis was actually dead. In other words, Elvis would be 92 years old when the autopsy report comes out in 2027. Here's a suspicious picture of the Graceland groundskeeper that they believe is actually Elvis in disguise at 80 years old. And I do have to admit, this does look suspicious. Whenever you see someone with a hat and sunglasses and a beard. I mean, come on. They are trying to hide their identity. It does look kind of suspicious. Like, there's no doubt whatsoever that Elvis's death was staged or fake. The day and age that we're living in, remember 2015, 2016, 2017? Remember when it was just countless celebrities dying, like George Michael's, and I mean, it almost became comical. We know these are Freemason occultic brothers faking their own deaths, but I just remember it just kept going on and on to the point where it was almost funny. Like, oh, Prince just magically died. It really makes me wonder if they've all gone to some secret location like a paradise city, a land of luxury where there's all kinds of wickedness and all the drugs they want. Maybe they've taken the fountain of youth injection, alters your DNA where you can live forever like the Antichrist. They will fall upon the sword and not die. They will seek death and death will flee from them. That's because they took a DNA altering injection, or the fountain of youth, the counterfeit eternal glorified body from God. It's the counterfeit version.